6:45. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Lal Malwarachi and read by Lavani Vijayatunga. First, we take a look at the headlines. The President appoints a committee to probe the Channel 4 program. Applications for university admissions will be accepted from Thursday. Gazette issued pertaining to new Anti-Corruption Act. The World Suicide Prevention Day falls today. In news overseas, more than 1,000 dead after strong Morocco earthquake. And in sports news, Sri Lanka wins the match of Super 4 round in the Asia Cup against Bangladesh by 21 runs. Those are the headlines, and now let's move on to the details of the local news. President Ranil Wickremesinghe has decided to set up a committee comprising of 3 retired senior government officials to conduct an investigation on the program broadcast by British Channel 4 regarding the Easter Sunday attacks. 3 members representing the police, Attorney General's Department and the civil services will be appointed to the committee. According to the decision taken by the President at the Security Council meeting, the appointment of committee representatives has been assigned to President's Chief of Staff Sagala Ratnayaka and State Minister of Defence Pramita Bandara Tennakon. The President has also decided to appoint a Parliamentary Select Committee to look into the Channel 4 revelations and has assigned the task to Chief of Government Whip Minister Prasanna Ranatunga. Any person could present his or her evidence and information to the committee or the Select Committee. Chairman of the University Grants Commission, Professor Sampath Amaratunga, says the applications for university admissions will be accepted from Thursday, the 14th of this month. Professor Amaratunga said handbooks containing the applications are available at the authorized bookshops for purchase. A period of 3 weeks will be given for the relevant students to direct their applications online. Further details are available at the website www.ugc.ac.lk. The government has planned to enroll a total of 45,000 students in state universities for the academic year 2022-23. An extraordinary gazette has been issued by the Minister of Justice, Prison Affairs and Constitutional Reforms, Dr. Vijayadasa Rajapaksa, pertaining to the new Anti-Corruption Act. Accordingly, as per the relevant gazette issued yesterday, the new act will be deemed effective from the 15th of this month. The new Anti-Corruption Act aims to enhance transparency in governance and public confidence in the government and to establish an independent commission to exercise and perform the powers and functions under the legislation. It also seeks to give effect to the obligations under the UN Convention Against Corruption and any other international convention on prevention of corruption to which Sri Lanka is a party and recognize international standards and best practices in order to establish a culture of integrity in Sri Lanka. This is the news from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
People's Bank Excelsior. Live the life you want.
And we continue with more local news. World Suicide Prevention Day falls today. International Association for Suicide Prevention with the World Health Organization established World Suicide Prevention Day to be celebrated every year on the 10th of September. The declaration came in the year 2003, and since then, September 10th has been observed to raise awareness about prevention of suicides. According to International Association for Suicide Prevention, on this day, we encourage all to create hope through action to draw attention to this important public health issue globally and to disseminate the message that suicides are preventable. By encouraging understanding, reaching in and sharing experiences, this theme gives people the confidence to take action. It highlights the fact that there is an alternative to suicide and aims to inspire confidence and light in all of us. In Sri Lanka, an average of 4,000 persons commit suicide annually. Another couple of thousands of individuals attempt to end their lives on sheer desperation. The UMP Working Committee has approved the decision taken by the Management Committee to hold the United National Party Convention on the 21st of October at the Sukhadasa Indoor Stadium in Colombo. The working committee meeting was held at Sirikota Party headquarters under the patronage of UMP leader President Ranil Wickremesinghe. Previously, it had been decided to hold the party convention at the SLEC opposite the Lake House on the 10th of September, but it was postponed due to the inclement weather. Speaking to the media, Party General Secretary Palitha Range Bandara said that the party convention will be held at 2 p.m. on the 21st of October. The Electricity Board says that 40 coal shipments will be imported during the next few weeks. The coal will be imported on behalf of the next electricity generation plan. The first ship, including the coal consignment, is scheduled to arrive next week. It is planned to provide the coal to the Nuraichole power plant to generate electricity. Measures will be taken to provide the electricity supply with the use of coal continuously. And to conclude the local news, the headlines once again. The President appoints a committee to probe into the Channel 4 program. The applications for university admissions may be accepted from Thursday. Gazette issued pertaining to new Anti-Corruption Act. The World Suicide Prevention Day falls today. And that was the local news.
People's Bank Excelsior, a comprehensive banking services package with a branded checkbook as well as debit and credit card exclusively for you. People's Bank Excelsior, for professionals who dare to dream.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
The main news story for this morning: on the occasion of Remembrance Poppy Day, the first poppy flower was ceremoniously pinned onto President Ranil Wickremesinghe at the Presidential Secretariat yesterday by Major General Upul Pereira, chairman of the Sri Lanka Ex-Servicemen's Association. Annually, the Sri Lanka Ex-Servicemen's Association organizes Poppy Day to honor the memory of war heroes who sacrificed their lives during the World Wars and Sri Lanka's internal conflicts spanning for 30 years. The generated funds from the Poppy Day sales will be dedicated to the welfare of approximately 50,000 members associated with the 44 Retired Association of Armed Forces, all of which are affiliated with Sri Lanka Servicemen's Association. And that was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
In Washington this morning, the health sector has warned about the increase of mosquito breeding grounds with the commencement of the rainy season. Therefore, it requests the public to keep their premises clean and free from mosquito breeding. Schools, state and private institutions should pay special attention in this regard. And that came to you in Watchlight.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
It's the power to live life your way. The power to be a trendsetter. Power to you with digital banking from Commercial Bank. Commercial Bank. Our interest is in you.
Headlines of the world news: more than 1,000 dead after strong Morocco earthquake. G20 laments suffering in Ukraine, but no condemnation of Russia. Zulu leader dies at the age of 95 in South Africa. Those are the headlines, and now let's move on to the details of the world news. More than 1,000 people have died after a powerful earthquake struck central Morocco, according to the country's interior ministry. The quake, measuring a magnitude of 6.8, sent people rushing into the streets of Marrakesh and other cities. Many of the deaths were said to be in hard-to-reach mountain areas. The quake struck just after 11 p.m. local time at relatively shallow depths of 71 kilometers southwest of Marrakesh, according to the U.S. Geological Surveys Department. Dramatic video footage shows damaged buildings and rubble-strewn streets. G20 President India says a consensus has been reached on the joint declaration. The agreement talks about human suffering in Ukraine, but it does not directly condemn Russia. World leaders, including Joe Biden, Rishi Sunak and Emmanuel Macron, are at the Delhi summit. Earlier in the day, the African Union was invited to join as a permanent member of the G20. Mangatushu Budletsi, a towering figure in South African politics and outspoken Zulu chief, has died at the age of 95. During the racist apartheid regime, he founded the Zulu Inkatha Party after becoming disillusioned with the African National Congress. Thousands were killed in clashes between the supporters of the two parties in the early 90s. But he was later welcomed back into the fold, serving as President Nelson Mandela's Minister of Home Affairs. And that was the world news.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
This message is for all the kids between the ages of 4 and 16 who love to draw. Commercial Bank's Arunalu Sittam is back once again. This time, the competition is also open to Sri Lankan kids currently living abroad. First, second and third place prizes will be awarded along with special merit and merit certificates. For more information, visit the Commercial Bank website. We have so many prizes to be won.
In development news, President Ranil Wickremesinghe says plans have been made to establish the first non-government medical faculty in Sri Lanka in a move to expand medical education opportunities and to find solutions to the challenges posed by the shortage of doctors. The President highlighted the allocation of the South Asian Institute of Technology and Medicines, the SITEM, to Moratua University, aiming to create more medical education institutions. He expressed hope that the government would support the establishment of additional medical colleges and universities, ensuring that Sri Lanka can produce more doctors. That was the development news, and now let's move on to sports news. Sri Lanka won the first match of the Super 4 round in the Asia Cup cricket tournament against Bangladesh by 21 runs. The match was played yesterday at Colombo R. Premadasa Stadium as a day and night encounter. Batting first, Sri Lanka scored 257 runs for the loss of 9 wickets. In reply, Bangladesh was all out for 236 runs in 48.1 overs. Sadira Samaravikrama, who scored 93 runs, was named as the man of the match. Sri Lanka achieves the second longest winning streak in ODIs with a 13th successive win in this match. Only the Australians of the year 2002 achieved a longer streak. That was the sports news. Business news coming up.
Go ekak thiyana youth eකට life එකේ change එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න ඇස් වහගෙන දැකපු හීන හැබැ කරන්න youth එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න friendship එක මෙන්න.
The all new NSB Ithru account, NSB IAM, a plan for your dream.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
The China for Gem and Jewelry Trade Association, in collaboration with the President Guild Institution of Gemology and Guild Gem Laboratories, Senior Vice President Andy Lucas will open a gem training laboratory in Beruala this year. Two of the features of this would be that the entire training service would be provided free and 50% of the trainees will be women. In addition, an internationally accepted certificate too would be provided to the participants who successfully complete the course, the CGJTA Vice Chairman Rizwan Naim said. He said this would be one of the latest initiatives that the CGJTA is organizing, and tier members have provided venues free in the Gem Tower to set up the training institution. The training and the course material would be coordinated by the Guild Institute of Gemology. That was the business news. Economic news follows. And in economic news, Sri Lanka has seen a marginal decrease in workers' remittances in August compared to July this year. According to the central bank, workers' remittances recorded in August was at $499.2 million as opposed to July, during which the inflows reached $541 million. This is a 53% increase compared to the same period last year. And that was economic news.
Weather report.
And finally, on to the weather report. Showers or thundershowers will occur at times in the western, Sabaragamuwa, southern and northwestern provinces and in the Kandy and Nuwara Eliya districts. Fairly heavy showers above 75 millimeters are likely at some places in the western and Sabaragamuwa provinces and in the Puttalam, Gaul and Mathura districts. Few showers may occur in the Mannar, Vavuniya and Anuradhapura districts. Showers or thundershowers may occur at several places in the Uva province and in the Batikalo and Ampara districts during the evening or at night. Fairly strong winds, about 45 kilometers, can be expected at times on the western slopes of the Central Hills, the northern, north central and northwestern provinces and in the Trincomalee and Hambantota districts. And before we conclude this bulletin, let's get back to the headlines once again. The President appoints a committee to probe into the Channel 4 program. The applications for university admissions will be accepted from Thursday. Gazette issued pertaining to new Anti-Corruption Act. The World Suicide Prevention Day falls today. In news overseas, more than 1,000 dead after strong Morocco earthquake. And in sports news, Sri Lanka wins the match of the Super 4 round in the Asia Cup against Bangladesh by 21 runs. And with that, we conclude this bulletin of news. And now it's back to your Sunday morning host and my good friend, Abhishek Kumar again, to brighten up your day.